Okay. Hi, good morning, everybody. Thank you for joining me today. I'm tackling virtual presentations because we have to. I think so many of us want to make this work, and I feel like over the years I've tried different things, and I feel like we are finally on to something. So I was just telling the girls, if there's a question, chime in. If you don't understand something, make sure you ask somebody. It is simple, but I also know that when a confused mind says no, and for me, when I get confused, my brain shuts down. I literally like see darkness. So if you feel that way, please say something. So the very first thing that I really want to say is, you guys, it's still the same. It's still the main thing is the main thing. We share Arbonne, right? We have to keep the main thing the main thing. And I also think belly to belly is still very best. But I also know that in this busy world, that can be very, very difficult. Just with busy mamas, busy schedules, and people working full time, and families and sports, and oh my gosh, you name it. It's hard. But I still believe in sharing the business first. And if they are not interested in the business, then you go to hosting. I still believe in that 100%. I also think that maybe sometimes when you share the business, they may not be ready. They might be like, and this happened to Jamie Roth. She'd shared the business several times to a gal, and she came to the nation meeting. She still wasn't ready, but she saw us do this, and then she was ready. She's like, oh, I can do that. So this is nothing magic. This is nothing, this is all we're doing or anything. It's still so important to share Arbonne, and you have to share that story of what is Arbonne, what makes us different, what do we do, how do you make money, what is the money you can earn, the anti-aging, the nutrition, like we're still doing the same thing. And the most important thing is asking them if they're a 1, 2, 3 at the end, and following up, and then continuing to drip on them and continuing to build that relationship. That is the number one thing. I hear time and time again that so many people start this. I'm doing a To the Top Tuesday this week for somebody. And as they were introducing me, they were kind of sharing me their story a little bit. But she was saying that she was a hard no for 2 years. I mean, we hear that over and over. Erin is on this call. She was a hard no for 5 years. Tara was a hard no to me for a year. Like, we have to remember that you just continue to meet them where they're at, and you build that relationship and you drip on them, right? So all of that has not changed. Okay, so let me jump right in. One thing I do want to show you, let's see. It's so funny when I touch something, then Zoom goes away, but I'm going to share my screen and try to find something that I liked. And again, this really has nothing to do with virtuals, but it has everything to do with your business. They posted this on the MVP page yesterday, and let me see if I can make it smaller so it's not so big. But I really haven't had a chance to print this out and work it, but I really liked it because it's kind of a daily and a weekly focus plan. And, just like how many, just tracking your activity, new prospects and leads. They call it, we used to call it dials. It's funny. Texts and asks, appointments set, appointments held, appointments closed. I just really kind of liked this tracker, and because then it's a visual, you can see how many people are you talking to a day, how many people are you asking, and then it also has a check mark for personal development, which I love, and tracking that weekly volume. So I will post this, and if you want to use it, I just thought it was a great tool because, again, the main thing is the main thing, and it's sharing Arbonne. Okay, so I liked that. And then, okay, this is what I love about, where's that document? Okay, so virtual parties. So let's just jump right in. This is not it. Hold on. Well, that is one thing I want to show you, but that's not what I wanted to show you. Where did it go? Bear with me. That's not it. That's not it. I have so many things open. Virtual how-to. Okay, here we go. Oh my gosh, hold on. See, Erin, even I have trouble with virtual. Okay, I'm going to shut this down. That might be one thing. Okay, I don't know where my little virtual page went, but that's okay. I'll find it in a minute. So I kind of took some stuff from Liz, has been diving into these virtuals, having great success. Leanne Walker I challenged her, I mentioned this at the Nation meeting, I challenged everybody to do 8 in July. And if you remember, I had that page, it was called Marcy's Mock Virtual whatever, something like that. And it was where there was about 10 or 15 posts. And it was very heavily on, the presentation was nutrition. And since then, after talking to Liz, she's launched Teresa, who's having awesome success, almost qualified for area in her second month. And they've been doing this. They've been doing virtuals the entire time, and that's really starting to duplicate. So there's also a call that I listened to by Maria Spillane, excuse me, and it was a Go for Gold call for Donna Johnson. And I took a lot of things from her too. So you guys, none of this is mine other than tweaking a few things, making it a little more, because Maria's call was great, but it was honestly a little overwhelming. And so I felt I just took some things from that. I took some things from Liz. I took some things that I knew worked and what we needed to work on. And this is what we have. So this is just a step-by-step guide. So the first one, I told you I would let you know, okay, how do you ask? Again, there's all sorts of great asks that you can do. And actually, Liz, if you have some that are really working, we could add it to this. But this first one was from Maria, and I kind of liked it. So it says, so this is something that, again, either maybe you're just doing a booking blitz to fill your calendar, and these are people who've already told you no to the business. These are people who've done the detox. Again, like it's just, getting it out there. So I'm going to call it Susie the whole time because I like the name Susie. So hi, Susie. I'm having so much fun with these short and easy Facebook wellness events. I love doing them. Hosts can earn free product and huge discounts. I'd love to send you on a shopping spree. If you don't need one, you can donate your rewards to a family in need or shelter of your choice. Your friends will love the fun and easy shopping experience from home in their jammies. Want to see what dates I have open? The next one is more for like clients who have been ordering. So this is one that I've used quite a bit. And I will tell you, one of the things that most people will reply with, sure, that sounds like fun, but what is it? And then you kind of need to go into an explanation of what it is. And so I don't have that on here. I'm sorry, but I really have just been saying, it's super simple. I walk you through the whole thing. You invite your friends, and then we pick a date. You do need to say that we pick a date, and then I go live on that date and that time. So if I need to add that, I will. So when they say yes, give 2 or 3 dates. She says that weekdays at 8 or 9 p.m. work best. So step 2, after you book the date, especially if they have not tried any Arbonne before, send a pamper box. Now, she says you can make it look cute, you can get organza, you can do it in tissue. You guys, that stresses me out. I am not that person, but some of you are. So I just went ahead and left that in there because one of the things that I like getting are those cute little envelopes from the post office, and they're kind of padded. They're like $1.50 or so. I don't know. I just like using those because those are, to me, they're cute enough, But if they're local, then you could do a true basket. You could just do the gold bag and stick some stuff in the gold bag, whatever. But not try. Again, especially if they've never tried Arbonne, they really need this pamper box. Okay. So you're just going to follow up with them, make sure it's arrived, encourage them to use right away because you're going to ask for their product testimony. Okay. Step 3. So 7 to 10 days before the event. A week is totally plenty amount of time. I think 4 or 5 days is still even plenty amount of time. But I just kept that in there. So this is to your hostess. So hi, Susie. Yay. I'm so excited for your party next week. You can insert emojis. I will create the Facebook event and add you to it in a few days. Now, again, you may need to change this because if you book this party, if it's a Wednesday and you book it on a Wednesday, then say, this can go right now to her, right? Like, great, I'm going to create the event right now. I'm going to add you. Like, so there may be a few things you need to tweak. So now to find out who wants to check it out, your friends will appreciate the ask. Send this message to each to find out. Keep sending until you have at least 20 who say yes. That's the formula that works best. Sound good? So then here's the verbiage. So you guys, what I would do, why does my dog do this every time I get on a live? So this is the verbiage that you send the guests. I believe that the key to a very successful virtual is really talking to the hostess. And we've heard this before, even with like the in-home ones. Like they are your partner. They are really your partner. Okay, so let me make sure somebody's asking something. Hold on, let me make sure. Yeah, that's not my stomach. Hold on, so I'm sorry. If anybody wants to say something, go ahead.
Hey, Liz, are you sending out the, what did she call it? The pamper baskets before? And what are you putting in there?
Hey, we haven't done that yet, but I think it's a great idea. I mean, mainly we've just been incentivizing with the fact that they get the hostess rewards, which is a great deal. And then we've been raffling something off for the guests. But I do like that.
Yeah.
I think it entices the hostess a little bit more. So
Even
it's a great
more.
idea.
Yeah.
Virtual I've done, I have sent out like an RE9 pack, a fizz and Mind Health and a protein powder. And I just order on Amazon like a bundle of 20 of those mailers. It costs probably $10 if that. I send out to the hostess. And if people that hop on early, if my virtual event is out a week, then I send those out to the guests as well if they're interested. I put that up and offer it so that they're more that night after hearing more information.
Okay, it kind of cut out on my deal. You send them to the guests in advance if they get on there early since they're attending. Is that what you're saying? Oh.
Yeah. Can you hear me better now?
Yeah, I hear you. It might have been my end too. I think, so you were saying okay. Send them to the guests if they commit early that they're coming.
It might have been, yeah. Yeah, so I will send that out to the hostess and the bubble wrappers. And like I said, I order those from Amazon. I get like a pack of 20 for $10 maybe. And I send out an RE9 set, a fizz, a Mind Health, a tea, and a protein. And if I have a mascara or any extras, then I'll put those in there. And then if there are people that are committed to going fairly early and I have time, then I will mail out as well to the guests, just because I feel like they're more inclined to purchase sooner, right after the event, after they've tried the products for a couple of days, they've heard the information, and then I can close them a lot faster.
Okay. Cool. Awesome. That's awesome.
So if she gives you the addresses, at this point, you're trying to send those out. If not, then you do it after. Is that correct?
Yeah, so when I've had a virtual, Yeah, when I've had a virtual event, I add those guests on Facebook. And so I start talking with them right away. And so I go directly to them for the address and just tell them, like, I have a goodie bag for you jumping on to the virtual event next Tuesday. What's your address so I can send you some things to try in the meantime? And they send their home address and mail it out the next day.
Love it. Okay, I'm going to write that down, and I'll be sure to add that to this before I upload this. Okay. Awesome. Thank you. So see, it was perfect timing for my dog to do whatever she was doing. Okay. So where was I? Oh, I don't know where I was. I think just the verbiage that you send your hostess for the ask. Again, if Erin and Liz, if you guys have good verbiage to send, we can add it or replace it or whatever. This was just from Maria. But it's basically, hi, Jane, I'm hosting an Arbonne Healthy Inside and Out workshop on Facebook next week. I really love their products, huge variety from babies to adults, makeup, skincare, nutrition, and personal care. Plus, it's short and fun. I'd love for you to come. Do you want an invite? So that is what she sends out, and emphasize, make sure you tell her 20s, because I was just really kind of thinking about that. Like, let's say she gets 20 yeses. Let's say half of them plug into it. You guys, that's 10 people you could put on your 40 faces, So I think sometimes people will do what we tell them. We just need to give them direction. So if you don't give them a number, they won't even, they might just think 5 or 6. But if you tell them 20, then maybe they'll go for it. So put that out there. Okay, so after you set up the event and she has some yeses, so go ahead and you're going to message your hostess and say, I just created the event and posted a welcome post for your party. I will post once a day. This way she kind of knows what's going on, okay? I will post once a day between now and start time to get to know everyone. Go ahead and comment on each post to get the ball running. Again, we're partnering with her, right? When your friends comment, be sure to comment to make them feel special. The more interaction there is, the more fun we can have. So, so you guys, I don't want to confuse you, but for those of you who are brand new and have never seen one of these, I have the see below the order of posts, and then go check out Marcy's Wellness event on Facebook. Okay, I wish I would have made it a group and not an event, but we'll figure that out. But a tip I will tell you is once I add you to this event, because I created a new event last night, save all the pictures to your phone on an album. So I'm going to show you real quickly, because what's the best way? I'm going to stop sharing my computer for a minute. So hopefully you can see me better. Okay. So all photos. Make sure there's nothing dirty on there. Just kidding. Okay, so I saved a bunch of these photos, right? Can you see that? They're just like my most recent photos. I hope you guys can see that. What you do is there's a thing called, it says select. It was the top right-hand corner on your iPhone. And I'm going to select a few things. So like you can select all of those. So I just selected like 10. See the blue? Okay. So now I'm going to go to, it says add to at the bottom. Add to, and I have a thing called virtuals, and there's also a place where you can add in, a new, for you'll have to create a new folder. It's like, it says, or new album. It says new, you probably can't see it, but it says new album. But I have one called virtuals. And I clicked it and it just dropped them in virtuals. That way it's all in one place. So like I have a GTC album. I have, I'm not very organized, but I do have a couple, and those are at least 2 of them that I do have. So now they're there. Okay, just wanted to show you that because sometimes people are like, what are you talking about?
Hey, Marcy, real quick, one tip that has been helping us is where you said in there that you tell the hostess that you're going to start posting every day and she should go comment to help get like additional views and everything. So we have been adding the consultants on the team to virtual parties. So for example, Andrea, who's on Teresa's team, she set out a goal to book 8 this month. And so she just went and set up all the events. And so she added Teresa and myself and Susie and everybody else that's on. They're free and able to go in and comment on those posts. We're all doing that just so there's more views and comments and likes and all of that. And then same thing with the virtual event. If they're free that night and laying in bed or just sitting watching TV, they pull it up and do all the hearts and likes and comments just so there's more views. And it seems to be getting a lot more activity that way.
I love it. So it would be more of like maybe an area.
Mm-hmm.
Like, okay.
So like Leanne would add, if Leanne's doing her 8 events, she would add Randy and Casey and whoever else on her team, you know, and they can click going or not going. It's really up to them. But if they're free, they're doing it. And so they're liking the posts that she's posting every day and adding a comment or adding their own before and after picture or whatever, just so there's more activity.
Yeah. Good idea. Love it. Okay. Cool. Okay, I'm going to go back to sharing my screen, but I did something weird to Facebook because I want to go to that now. So hold on, let's see, how do I do that? I'm going to go to the event that I created last night, and we've gotten some things from Alyssa Lovett, and they were cute, but I loved the one that Liz did, that Nicole's workshop. They had some cute, like I loved the thank you posts and stuff like that. So, okay. So I just created a new one and got all the right stuff in there. So hold on, I'm having trouble getting back to Zoom to share my screen. It gets so buried when you have more than one thing open. Where is everybody? Here you are. Okay. Okay, share screen. Share screen. Okay, so I'm going to move you guys over so I can see it. Okay. Oh gosh. What in the world? Now you guys are way weird. There. Okay, that's better. Okay, so so this is the event. You can just pick a fun picture. I have a couple saved on my computer. You can do it from your phone. The Arbonne has great images that you can use in the digital toolkit. So I just grabbed this one last night because it was easy. But now I don't have these numbered yet, and I was trying to decide if I was going to, but I'm going to scroll all the way down to the bottom. So what I wanted to show you is, so these are the images. What I would do, you guys, today is just go in and grab these images. I would do it from your cell phone. Grab your images, all of these images, and just save them and create an album so that it's done. And that will save you so much time to just have it done. And then, but I don't want you to get overwhelmed by all these posts. So I just wanted you to see real quickly what I did was, that's not it. Oh, for the love. Why does it go so far down? Here we go. Okay, so when I post this today, you're gonna get this. I posted all the posts that you do before, and then you present. We have a script for that, and then all the posts afterwards. Don't stress if you miss one. Don't stress if it's, whatever. Like, it doesn't have to be perfect. This is just a guide to help you so that you're not overwhelmed. But I found when I wrote this out, that really helped me. So I thought, well, I'll just type it for everybody. So I know it looks like a lot, but this is ideally 5 to 7 days, post 1 through 11. So like 1, 2, 3, and 4 could all be in one day. 5, 6, and 5 and 6 could be one day. Talk about the free Fizz announcement for the most interaction. You could create a poll the next day. Oh, and by the way, the poll, and now I can't remember if you can't create it on your phone. I think you can create it on your phone, but it only lets you, allows you to put like 2 things in. And I was like, what the heck? So when you go to your computer, so you might want to do the poll from your computer because you can add 4 or 5, things, questions. There's the Arbonne difference. Do I need a detox? A reminder going live in 30 minutes. The selfie intro. So just don't laugh. I put a picture of me and my cat on there. But this is a time where you're asking them to share with you a little bit about them, that sort of thing. So, and then you go live, and then here's the after post. So I just wanted you to see that. So I'm going to go ahead and I'll minimize that for now. And this way you guys can kind of see those posts. So those posts that I just ran through, that's what this is. So here's kind of the welcome. Here's before and after for nutrition. And so, so we'll just keep this event. I mean, I could only have it open for 2 weeks, but you can always go back in it. But this, you just copy and paste from here. Here's skincare. I don't know where the acne went. There was an acne picture. So before you get download happy, there's an acne picture. I don't know where that went. Oh, did I do it twice? Hold on. Delete post. That way we're not confused. Okay, so here is the acne and the anti-aging. Here's a little thing on the reset. Here's some fun cosmetic pictures. Okay, here's a reminder. Here's the stuff about the fizz. It looks like I did that one twice too. It's a little different. So here, let me delete this one. Okay. And then why I choose Arbonne. Let me get my dog. It won't take as long this time. Come on. Silly animals. Okay, and then the do I need a detox? This is a reminder in 30 minutes. There's my selfie. Okay, so this is actually a little bit out of order at this point, but that's okay. So, so this is kind of, you know, thanks for tuning in. Love your support. Don't forget to message our hostess to let her know if you're a 1, 2, or 3. And it's a reminder of what a 1, 2, or 3 is. Okay, so I put the incomes on here. Okay, so this is just kind of a reminder. These are your post ones, okay? A reminder to order. And the winner is, I loved how on the one that Liz did, the one that I saw, it was her, who was it? Was that Nicole's daughter maybe that announced the winner? Maybe it was Teresa's.
Yeah, it was Teresa's daughter.
Okay, so they did a drawing, you know, or announced, you know, who had the most comments or whatever. In a cute little live video. So that could be there. If you don't want to do that, then just announce it. One more reminder to order. And then, again, nice cute little thank you. Another reminder to order. I loved all these little reminders. And then some hostess rewards. This can be done actually before the event, or you could do it right after, but this is on the Arbonne 30. I love this one. It's like 13 minutes. It's especially good if you're, you know, if you're a mom, you know, and a busy mom, you know, it's a really cute video. Here's that poll. But again, this would be done before, but I added this morning, so it's at the top. Okay, so those are your posts for the event. And so half of those are happening before, half of them are happening like pretty much the day and 2 or 3 after. Any questions or comments at this point, or tips for getting orders? Anybody want to share anything?
I think that what Erin said is huge. Like, I encourage my girls to reach out and friend all of the guests that they're adding, so you can kind of start that dialogue with them beforehand and ask, reach out to them and say, hey, did you have any questions? Thanks for hopping on. Working through your hostess, so saying, hey, you need 3 orders to get your hostess reward. So just as many reach outs as you can within the first 24 hours, I think, are key.
Awesome. And one thing I didn't mention yet, and I need to type that on here at the very end of that. I guess we're not really there yet, but so here's kind of what I'm thinking about a business page versus a private, like, kind of group page. So I feel like, because see, what happens is the events end after 2 weeks or 1 week or whatever you set it for. And so let's say your hostess has put in, 20 people or 10 people, whatever. And as you're building this relationship with them and you're talking to them, one of the things that I heard Maria talk about, and I really loved this idea. So I have a private business, or not private, but I have a business page, right? What do they call those? It's like, it's another page, like it's a side page of your Facebook page. Well, I don't like that page, honestly. And I've heard weird things about people don't really even see that page unless you have so many followers and blah, blah, blah. So I don't ever really post on that page. In fact, I need to just get rid of it. But what I did is I created a private group. So just like the Purpose Driven Dream Giver group, I created Marcy's VIP client page or client group or whatever. You can call it whatever you want. And so I have all of my preferred clients in there. I have my consultants in there. And what I'm going to do is really work this so that these people, because I don't want it to just end and I don't want to forget about them, even if they didn't order, or maybe they only ordered a mascara. I still want to drip on these people and build a relationship. So I'm going to ask the permission to add them into my VIP group. Okay. And then within that group, I plan on going, if Arbonne comes out with a special, I can post it. Maybe I'll go live one day and do like a 5-minute face. Like I personally I'm not comfortable in my own skin enough to go live on my regular newsfeed, but I can in this group. And, or maybe I go in and I do, I show them how to make my shake, my favorite shake or whatever. But it's a place, maybe I can post some of my stories in there. So again, I don't think there's a right or wrong. I think you just need to pick something, what's comfortable or uncomfortable for you, and do it. And so that's what I plan on doing with my VIP group. And really servicing that. And I'm hoping to build it. Like I'm hoping to get like 1,000 people in that group over the next, 6 months or whatever. So, okay, there's some chats. Let me see what's going on. Okay. Do you do a portal for orders or have them send the info to you? We collect orders. Yeah, I would collect orders. Okay, cool. Okay. Okay, so now the script. You guys want to see the script? Again, this was, we've done a couple things. I'm not going to really talk about a launch today because I don't want to overwhelm people. So this is more like if you have, a hostess that says yes and what you're going to do. And again, I took a lot of this from what Liz did. So I've just been on a few, not because I wanted to, really, that sounds terrible, but I was invited to a few virtual parties with different companies. And I really only did it for research because I was like, I want to see what they're doing. And I don't want to slam any company, so I won't say anything, but I seriously was like, what could they possibly talk about in the virtual? And so I got on, but one of the things that I loved was one girl went over to the hostess's house and they did it together to their virtual, event. And I was like, that was a great idea. So if you can do that, because the interaction was awesome. And another thing that what Liz has done is, so her and Teresa, partnered, because Teresa's in Oklahoma and Liz is here in Kansas City. And so when you go live in the event, you can add somebody, it says add Teresa to the event. And so Teresa pops on and she's in the little window at the top, right? And then Liz's face is a little bigger. And so they basically they did the Arbonne presentation, like what makes Arbonne different, or I'm sorry, let me back up. Your iStory, what makes Arbonne different. And then what they did was they chose their top 3 products from each line, from the top 3 lines. So top 3 from nutrition, that's hard to say, top 3 from skincare, top 3 from cosmetics. And they both shared, and you guys, it was so good. And so the interaction, and it was a lot of fun. So I just typed up a script. Let me see if I can find it. Share my screen. Okay. So can you guys see that? So, Liz, I hope you don't mind. I just left your iStory in there. But so here's her iStory. And then I added some things. And I need to clean it up, honestly, you guys, because it's probably it has weird dashes and stuff like that. So let me do that today, and I promise I'll upload it. But, and I'll do some bold so it's easier to read. But so, here's her iStory. And then, she says, like, interact with us, tell us hi. The more interactive you are, we're giving away free box of Fizz. So another reminder, just a little bit about Arbonne. The European Union has banned over 1,200 ingredients. The FDA has banned 12. Arbonne has banned an additional 1,000. So share your top 3 from skincare, cosmetics, nutrition. So personal testimony to the RE9, and then share your testimony with the Arbonne 30. And then this is where you kind of talk about, so when I did this, I forgot to even talk about the Arbonne 30 program. So I wrote this in there so I would remember, but so you don't have to, don't just share your top 3 nutrition products. Go ahead and plug that program and tell them that you're going to be posting a video. Or maybe you already posted it, so reference it. Say, I already posted a video, go check it out. It's 13 minutes, it's 7 minutes, whatever. And then cosmetics. Okay, and then, okay, so how does this all work? And so you just kind of wrap it up and talk about the 45-day back guarantee, talk about how it's going to ship in 3 to 5 days. You're going to touch on the business. Always share the incomes, and then close. And you guys, the close should always look the same every time. So a 1 is you're a client or preferred client, and explain what that program is. A 2 is a hostess, and where you get 80% off. And if you have an example, like if somebody just got $1,000 or $500 in host rewards, share that with them so that gets them excited. And then the business is $79. Honestly, a lot of times I might go right into the incomes there, but it doesn't matter. Just regardless, wherever you say it, make sure you talk about the business and the incomes and all of that. So again, our job is to just share the information and then continue to build that relationship and drip on them, and move them to the next thing, right? Move them to, hopefully they'll come to a DA, hopefully they'll get on maybe the virtual DA, hopefully they'll host. Like, you want to move them to the next thing, keep them moving, and then they're ready to start the business. So that's the script. They're a lot of fun. You can do it. I'd like to get it to 20 minutes. Mine was 30, but I really like it. So anyone have any questions so far on that? I got to figure out how to get back to unsharing my screen. My Zoom has been really weird today. Here we go. Okay, let me check my notes and see what else I was going to talk about. Okay. Anything else? Am I missing anything so far? Liz and Erin and anyone else that's on?
No, I think you covered it. The 8:30 time frame seems to be the best for us. Most of the time kids are in bed and people are kind of winding down, so that's been the most successful. And we've had a lot of success doing the 2 people, so like me and Teresa, like Marcy said, but we've been kind of double booked with these. So we've been doing some on our own too, and that works just as well. So don't feel like you have to do anything like special. It can literally just be you. If your hostess does use Arbonne products, then add her in and have her share her testimony or what her top favorites are. We've done that a couple of times, but these are super easy and you can do them from your house, and it literally takes 30 minutes of your time. If you're prepared, I sit down in my office and I have another chair next to me and I have all the products right there. So I just pull them into the screen one at a time. You can get like a tripod that holds your cell phone for like $15 on Amazon. I'd recommend that because then it looks a little bit more professional. But I think you covered it. It's been super simple, very duplicatable, which has been awesome. We're having consultants already step up and join in on these. So you're not having to like wait for a district to lead it. If you have somebody that's been in the business a little longer, they kind of do the bulk of it. But it's been easy, which is fun.
Awesome.
Hey, Liz, just so people can hear, and I'm curious too, and maybe Marcy, it was in that type script, but when you share your 3 favorite products, just to give an example to people that are watching this, what do you share?
We have honestly changed it up every time depending on our host and what the environment is. So tonight, for example, we're doing one that is for millennials. The girl is 22, so we're sharing for our skincare. Teresa's doing kind of prep work, and I'm doing some stuff from acne. For nutrition, we're doing the body cleanse, the fizz, the mind health, the protein. For cosmetics, we're doing CC cream, makeup wipes, the shadow palettes, the highlight stick. So we've kind of changed it up. I mean, I would say that they truly are our favorite. So like in nutrition, I typically always talk about Digestion Plus because that's been a huge thing for me. Teresa always talks about mind health because she has mom brain and she's scattered. So it can really be whatever. We've also tried to tailor it towards what's new or in an ASVP right now. So like last month, we really focused on that Get It Done package. So we talked about like the gel eye masks, the setting spray, the makeup wipes, the primer, everything that was in there. We just tailored it. And so then at the end we said, and by the way, if you like all of these things, you can get it all for 40% off. So we kind of looked at what's available. We definitely put in whatever the pure perks are. So right now we're going to start talking about night cream and how they can get the eye mask, and it's the extra discount. So we do talk about our favorites, but we also are trying to do it smart from a business perspective as far as what Arbonne's promoting at the time.
Yeah, that's awesome. Thank you.
And I will say it with 2 people sharing 3 products from each line, because you each pick 3, you do have to kind of, it takes a little prep work. You don't want to ramble too long. And, Liz did not ramble. Her and Teresa both were very efficient. So it's almost like, I don't know if you guys have ever seen that document, but it's kind of like one fact, one testimony, or whatever. So like you want to kind of keep it flowing. You don't want to spend too much time talking about one product because then the whole presentation gets long and people lose it and all of that. So, so I will say, just watch your time. Don't feel like you have to say everything about that product, but pick your favorite. So.
Yeah, we've definitely done that. And I kind of helped Teresa with that in the beginning. She was like, I really like these gel eye masks, but I don't know what to say about them. And I said, well, just say that you have really dark circles and they help with that. And they have caffeine in them. And so that's one of the reasons why it helps, and then move on. So definitely share your testimony because that's going to speak more than anything. But it doesn't ever hurt to say that we love our lipsticks because they stay on and they're super soft and they're made with apple and watermelon. And that's why they feel and taste so good. So it can really be that quick.
Right. Yep. And don't forget, so like even when you click on the product online, it'll pull up some of the facts about the product. So you can even just grab a thing from that, if you're like, well, how did you know it had caffeine in it? Well, so the product catalog is awesome online and then also in the catalog. So, okay, awesome. Anything else? I try to make notes of the things I need to add about the goodie bag. I love the tripod idea. And then there was something that I didn't get written down, but hopefully I can remember it. and I'll kind of fix that script a little so it's a little more pleasing to the eye. But you guys just go out and do them. Go out and try it. You could even do kind of a mock one to practice if you want. Pick somebody, that's what Erin and Jamie and I did. And we decided to ask some of our favorite consultants to hop on because we knew, and clients or whatever. And for not practicing and just kind of doing it, I mean, like it was actually really good, other than our internet kind of messed up. But other than that, I felt like we did a good job, other than we need to make it shorter because it was like 30 minutes. But, well, it might even been 35. So that extra 5 minutes might be really long. So just go practice it, go do it. And then, again, I challenge you to literally, you could do 2 of these in a day. And that's what Liz is saying that's happening to them, which is so fun. So you could do 2, but you don't have to, but you could. And that's what's so cool.
I will tell you that just since we started implementing kind of more of these virtuals in July, our calendar was really full in August, and it's even more full right now in September. But I kind of made it my personal goal to have a virtual event every single night. And that might seem extreme, but they're so simple, and you literally just walk from your living room into your office or wherever you do these. They take 30 minutes and you're back with your family. It's not like the days of the 3-hour events where you're having to load up your car and go somewhere. So they are that quick. And when I set that for my goal August 1, we actually held 1 event every single day, sometimes 2. We're already completely booked solid for September. And we just hit a sales goal number that I was literally striving for the 15th, and it's the morning of the 6th. And I haven't left my house. It has all been from these virtuals, and Erin's right there too. So we're seeing this turnaround in the 90 days, like we always say, but make that your goal. Like it is a lot, but if you want to level up, you can do these events every single day for 30 minutes, and you're going to see massive momentum and a whole lot of people joining your organization.
Love it.
And did I hear you say that a lot of your bookings are, or maybe you typed it in the comments, are actually bookings off of bookings, right? It's not that you're spending a lot of time asking every day, right?
I think she's
right. So like Marcy asked what our verbiage was for asking for virtuals. And so far we haven't really had to ask for virtuals because of the DA week and the people that are starting our businesses, and because of the virtual healthy happy hours. Part of what we do in the launches from people starting is the 1, 2, or 3. Do you want to shop? Do you want to host? Do you want to start your business? And so we're getting a lot of number 2s that say they want to host, and that's the way they'll help, because it's very low risk for them too to host these virtual events from their home. So yeah, we have not yet had to ask for bookings. They have just happened from all the other activity that we have.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
We love that.
Hey. Oh my gosh. Thank you guys for getting on. And does anyone have any questions? Because if you have a question, I'm sure other people do too. So don't be afraid to ask.
I found a tripod for $13.88, I think. I just bought it. So they're not expensive.
Yeah. I need to get one. Erin Lazenby. Sherry Cochran. Julie Gretchen. Okay, last chance. I just don't want to hang up with you guys. Okay.
Thanks, Marcy and Liz and Erin. Awesome. Good stuff.
Hey girls, real quick, and I'm going to put Amy on the spot. I'm in Louisiana with one of my best friends for, gosh, I don't even know. Since kindergarten.
Oh.
So anyway.
Let's see her. Hi, Amy.
She joined our team yesterday.
Yay!
So I am super excited. This is Amy Barber.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. Welcome. So fun.
So fun. So she's going to be one of us because she likes to have fun just like we do. So
Yes, and she's going to Dallas, which is
She's
awesome.
going to Dallas.
I'm excited.
Yeah. Good.
Awesome.
Well, Amy, did you find that this was helpful or was it a little overwhelming?
Both. Both.
Okay.
It's absolutely helpful because any information always helps, but I'm just not quite there yet.
Yeah.
I don't know how to put it all together, but I will.
We'll
Yeah.
figure it out together.
Yes, you will. That's what Erin's for.
Yep.
Yes.
Well, welcome to our team. I'm so glad you guys popped on.
Thanks
Thank
for
you.
doing this, you guys. Marcy, thank you very
You're
much.
welcome. You're welcome. Okay, you guys have a great day, and we'll see you soon.
Thank you all. Good to see you.
You too.
Bye.
Lynn, thank you
Bye.
for helping. Bye.